guys, Freno1 here. Welcome to my live reaction to Hunter Hunter Chapter 380 Alarm. Alright guys, so last week we seemingly had things starting to move along, but at the same time, nothing. But anyway, let's just get into this week's chapter. I'm looking forward to finding out what's going down. Let's do this. We are here today to deal with the atrocious crimes that have taken place on board. In particular, the series of killings that transpired on Deck 3. After 3 days at sea, it's unlikely that stress from long-term confinement or some kind of cabin fever. Analyzing the crime scene and looking at them from different viewpoints, such as the victim profiles, motives, profiles, and statistics, the objective of the murder was the murder itself. Killing for killing's sake. Almost sacrificial. Okay? The murder itself was the objective of this crime, as if it were a component for some kind of magic power. The criminal's mumblings were probably the conditions for his power. The numbers are specific words he used, suggest some kind of ceremony or ritual. Taking all that into account, along with the unique circumstances of the ship, so this is an emergency meeting, the possibility that the multiple isolated crimes are in fact connected serial killings having to do with the seed urn ceremony for the succession of the next king is extremely high. Okay? I cannot accept that. You mean to imply that the princes are behind these murders. Ridiculous! There is absolutely zero possibility that the princes have left the first deck. Besides, the succession war is a battle between the princes in the first place. What need would they have to kill so many regular passengers with no connection to them? Please, if you would hear me out to the end. If one of the princes is the culprit, then there is no problem. We would simply need to tailor up a true culprit and brush it under the table. Huh? Okay. During this journey to the new continent, the boat shall be the battlefield where the next king of Kakin, destined to rule the continent, will be decided. In other words, the top priority of this ship above all else is the succession war. Till one final prince remains, all their actions are granted immunity, apart from directly killing the other princes. Okay, so there's a translation note here. This paradox of the spear and shield make up the compound for the kanji for contradiction. Okay. On one hand, successors all possess succession immunity as the all-piercing spear of the royal privilege. But on the other hand, the murder of royalty is a capital crime prohibited by the impenetrable shield of the death penalty. It's because of this that two kinds of murders have become prevalent: contracted murders and inferred murders. Okay? This incident could be considered a surmised murder, but then we get back to the earlier problem. Why would they need to kill so many commoners? The answer to that lies in the black magic-like trait of the birthing jar ceremony. Okay? From the viewpoint of the politicians and statesmen who have continued to prosper since the founding days of the kingdom, it was all thanks to this ceremony. It would be natural for them to believe they were gaining supernatural powers through the offering of human sacrifices. And this is a trend we see precedent for throughout human history across all countries and various cultures. By the same rationale, it would be too hard to imagine that someone who inferred their prince's intent would believe that a large amount of blood must be spilled in order for them to achieve their goals and grant supernatural powers. Okay. Now we move on to the main topic. From here on out, the crimes will continue and they will increase. Alright? When they exceed their critical point, the ship will sink. The panic and dismay of 200,000 people will give rise to paranoia and fear in the form of riots. So in other words, that's the last thing they want. They don't want things to turn into a massive, gigantic riot. It can't be. The bodyguards and royal army on board roughly number roughly 2,000. Simple calculation puts that to about one bodyguard for every 100 passengers. But in reality, 40% of those bodyguards are on first deck. About 800, and another 600 on the second. 70% of security is assigned to the upper class decks. Public safety and order on the fourth and fifth deck is left in the responsibility of the mafia. Currently, there would be 300 people to every one of our security personnel. If anything were to happen, the soldiers on the lower decks will essentially be powerless. We cannot afford to wait another moment. We must put an end to these serial killings and restore safety, order, and peace to the mind of the passengers. But how precisely do you suggest we accomplish that? The most effective way would be to interrupt our otherwise suspend the succession war, though that would not be realistic. The second best countermeasure would be reorganization and redeployment of the Royal Army. Assign 800 troops to decks 3 and lower and put in a proposal to increase our numbers. Okay? So they're basically saying this one guy who's going around killing that we're seeing, he's got the moon-shaped scar. He's doing it all just for the gain more power. That's what he's doing. That's just too much. The life or death of the king of Kakin rests on this. I'm not trying to threaten or frighten you with those words. I believe if we propose this to the first prince, who is the central pillar of the kingdom's defense, he'd readily approve. We have more than sufficient data supporting these actions to ensure he should be able to expect results. Of course, in the event that the official minutes containing the rough outline of this plan should somehow not be reported to the first prince, well, you would be the ones in the worst situation. Alright? God damn it. And so it looks like we're moving on to somewhere else. Feels like we've sold our soul to the devil. It can't be helped. As long as we can't explain about net abilities, this is the best we can do. To regular people, the threat of the unknown is enough to detonate the bomb that is panic. Telling a bunch of regular Joes there's a bunch of serial killers with superpowers around is completely beyond their range of understanding or acceptance. You have extended the fuse as much as you could. All that's left is to evacuate as many people as possible during the time and focus on defusing their explosives. I'll pull together all the association hunters in charge of guarding outsiders, the prince's residential quarters, and have them enforce a gag order regarding the Upper Kakin members involved in this incident. Alright? The fuse that burns towards destruction, somehow, I get the feeling it's much shorter than I ever imagined. Okay? This is the inside of our base. Oh, so it looks like we move back to the spiders and the mafia. And this is the monitor room. It records surveillance over all the key areas of the fifth deck. Of course, that includes this room as well. Here, the footage of the man that brought the warehouse keeper with him. Through the confusion of the dispute, it's clear he's trying to open the door towards the inner area, but it was locked, so he gave up and escaped through the door he came in from. He did his best to ensure his face wouldn't be caught on camera. And do you have any footage of inside the warehouse? The cameras are only installed on the entrance. You were there, only 3 people. You were only 3 people that entered or left today outside of our own family's men. We went to yesterday and pull up a list of the non-family members that entered or exited them. It's highly possible that the culprit came to case the area. Okay. The cameras were installed the day before we embarked. The luggage was already loaded before then. If someone entered as a labourer, they wouldn't have been caught on the monitor. I'm not exactly expecting much. At any rate, they'd come from that direction. They were trying to open that door, that is. So, don't you want to see what's inside? Can't say I'm not interested, but I don't expect you to offer for free. So how about in exchange for the head of the person killing your family's men? Okay, so he's making a deal. Very well. Hey, as of now, these three will be joining the surveillance rotation. Yes, sir. Make sure to show them the ropes. I'm underling's boss, Sukoni. Got it. Roughly how many child family members are on this boat? At most, I'd say roughly 250. I can't say for sure about other families, but I'd assume they're around the same too. Whoa, it's the spiders. So much I want to ask them, but I can't do that in front of the other underlings. I wonder if I can create some kind of chance to be alone with them one-on-one. If you got money, you can head to the cafeteria on the fourth deck on your break time and get a more proper meal. If you pay more net, you can head to the cafeteria on the fourth deck on your break time and get a more proper. Okay, so they've got the same thing twice here. I wonder if they'd give me an autograph. Okay. Alright, so we're getting a lay of what's going on here. Okay. So we've got Deck 3, the political ward. This is where they're holding the meeting. We've got Misaidum, Bobotai, Pyong, Kluk, and Ginta. And then we've got Deck 3, General Passenger Room. We've got Cashew. Also on Deck 3 in the Vista area, we've got Illumi and Kaluto. Still on deck. This is all Deck 3, I'm going to say. Got the medical ward. We've got Central Hospital Integrated Research. We've got Gel. Oh, Leorio's there, and Shelody. We've got Healy, family Looney, also on the third floor. Moving down to the fourth deck, we've got Shirello, Bonolo, and Suzuka on like 4 to 5. And we've got the Zulu family office. Hiri on in the area, also on level 4. Then we've got Phaeton in the warehouse entrance. We've got the Cha family office. We've got Wang, Nobunaga, and Fax. We've got Deck 5 Central Cafeteria with Franklin's there. And then Deck 5 General Passenger Room, we've got Machi there. So we've got 4th day of the voyage 10 a.m. Okay. A stowaway in possession of a dangerous weapon is on loose and is currently hiding somewhere on board. Under no circumstances should you leave your room or open your door unless instructed by the military. Meals will be scheduled by Eric. You'll be escorted to the cafeteria by the military. We repeat, please do not leave your rooms without permission. Using human wave tactics, we will begin investigating from Deck 3. Thoroughly search all the rooms in the residential area and bring forth anyone suspicious. Anyone without a ticket, even a child, will be restrained. Please cooperate with the Army's operation. A stowaway has escaped and is in hiding. Okay. So they basically say, look, we're on it, we're looking for him, just do as we ask and you'll be fine. So we've got the Army searching. Hey, raise your hands and turn around slowly. Did you not hear the emergency announcement? Okay, so they found her. Oh, they got Illumi. I was sleeping and didn't notice. Where's your ID ticket? It's inside my pocket. Pardon me, but why is a V2 like yourself in a place like this? Translate V2 written as a very VIP. Business. So you get Illumi. Again, I apologize though. This ID may have been a free pass for you to go anywhere aboard this ship up till now. Due to quasi-martial law, the passageways connecting decks 2 and 3 are under surveillance and freely traveling between the two will be impossible. It will likely stay that way until we reach the new continent. Please allow me to escort you back to the upper deck. Eh? I'm fine here. He's like, I'm fine. It's all good. I told you, didn't I? I'm on business. I'm staying here. But Corporal Misery. He's a hunter as well. I see. The spies, are they here on board? Yes, all of them. So they say, yep, we're all here. Brother. Whoops. What? Can I say I'm an honest person? So I always end up answering anything I'm asked. I love it. Yuumi's just like, he literally has no cares in the world. Sorry, but I'll have to decline any further comment. As long as I'm on business, I have a duty of confidentiality to protect. Understood. With that announcement, everyone's been placed on alert in their rooms. IDs are able to be scanned for the residence unit number, and those without one will be apprehended and restrained. If you too log your residential unit number in your IDs to a room in the central police station, you'll be able to remain on deck 3. Very well, but if possible, I'd like a solitary cell with a shower. It's like, I'm not restraining you or arresting you, so you'll have individual rooms for lodging the same as usual. Unfortunately, though, all police force members share a bathroom and toilet. We're just on our way there if you join us for now. We'd already confirmed that the 5th son of the Zoldyck family, Kalito, had joined the spies, but the oldest son as well? What? Just what are they playing? Kalito? Okay, so there's 2 Zoldyck people on here. The Zoldyck families and the spiders' objective is one thing, but what's even more worrisome of all is if Kurapika were to discover that they're here. Kurapika is in the dead middle of the complex intertwining of Nenbe's prince's plots and schemes, that is the Succession War. Losing focus for even a moment could cost him his life, and the spiders are enough to shake him to his very core. But why are the spiders on this ship? It can't be. Are the spiders after revenge against Kurapika? No, they want Hisoka. Irumi is a fellow classmate of Kurapika's from the Hunters Association. If the spiders know of Kurapika's actions as a hunter, then they could have prepared and arranged everything to make their way here on board. Should I tell Kurapika or not? Okay. Mizo, I discovered someone suspicious without an ID. But there's a bit of a problem. What is it? What did you say? Botobai, Gita, take care of them for me. I've got to head back to headquarters for now. Okay. She's safe and unarmed, right? She's fine. We've got hunters securing the room. But it seems a few soldiers may have noticed her as well. Issue a gag order to them. Put them on house arrest, whatever it takes. Okay. You can relax now. Can you please explain what's going on? What is she doing here? 11th Prince, Fugetsu. Ooh, so she's the one who has the power to open a door and go wherever she wants. Interesting. Beginning next issue, we'll be taking a break. Alright, so beginning next year, we'll be taking a break for a while. We'll announce when we decide our return date in the magazine. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be the last chapter for a while. Interesting. But anyway, guys, look. That's it, guys. That's Hunter x Hunter chapter 380 end. Seemingly they're going to be going on break for a bit, for a while. How long that's going to be, we don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see. What's going on? Why is the 11th Prince Fugetsu there? How does she come to be there? I feel it. She's the one with the power with the doors. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's my live reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Dingle that bell because it will dangle every time I upload. And as always, guys, I'm Freno1. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another live reaction. Peace.
Run away!